Good morning, everyone. It rained most of the night last night, so yep, definitely got a good watering. Hmm. And when it rains, that's uh, God's way of giving us a little time off, a day off or so. But then everything grows twice as much when the sun pokes back out. It makes us have to work twice as hard. Yep, gotta love it. See that big canopy of trees back here? Back, that's what we're working on now, right on the other side of Judas's house, right there. Um, just on the back side of it, we have big burn piles that we were burning until all of this rain showed up yesterday. Before we went over to Miss Lena's, we spent most of the day here burning underbrush and stuff, trying to get it all cleared out. Need a brush hog. Need a brush hog, definitely. I don't have a brush hog. I got pigs and a goat, but I don't have a brush hog. So I guess I need to get my fence up first. Cut them suckers loose down there, especially two of the pigs and that goat. Cut them loose down there, and they'll have that cleared out in no time. Don't go on. There ain't nothing up here. Don't go play that way. Stupid chicken. Probably too early to be, for anybody to be in here talkative, huh? See, nobody's up during this time. I get up early. Go to bed real early too. Usually right after the sun sets, I'm ready for bed. Then again, I get up before the roosters. Usually, every now and then they'll beat me. Is anybody gonna say anything? Oh, there ain't but one person in there. Told you it was too early. Just sitting up watching the chickens. I let them loose first thing in the morning. and they just kind of roam around down there by the goat most of the morning. And then usually around 9, 10 o'clock, they start trying to make their rounds around front, and we have to chase them into the back again. They keep going, coming up here trying to get in our garden beds. They love our garden bed. They can't have that. They have everything else out there, though. When he walks among us, and all that he does, all of his mercy, and all of his love, if the pen of the writer could write every day, even his words could never contain how much I had been blessed. No, man. What are you barking at? Oh, now you're going to start. What's wrong with you two? What are you barking at? Oh, I see. Y'all chill out. Neighbor just let his dogs outside. That's all it is. Crazy dogs. They throw a fit. They can't stand the idea of the neighbor letting their dogs out. The the little one. Now check this out. The neighbors had bought one of those shock collar things with the line that they buried under the ground. And they buried the wire all the way out towards the road, and like literally right across the street, the big pasture that's next to their property. They put the wire around that part and everything. So they let the dogs out, and little man will run over there. Now keep in mind, little man does not have one of those collars. It doesn't affect him. I went over there to go and get him because he's over there barking at him. Their dog come too close to the line and got zapped. And when that dog backed off, little man went right over there to where he got zapped and went crazy trying to figure out what got him. Literally started trying to dig up the freshly dug part of the ground out there on the other side of the ditch. He was trying to dig up the where the wire was set, and he was trying to figure out what had done got that dog that he loves to sit there and I don't know. They argue back and forth, and then when they get up close to each other, they just want to run around in circles together. But he was so bound and determined to figure out what in the world then got that other dog and scared that other dog that bad. He was over there trying to dig up that wire. Boy, the new man. He only knows what electric fence does. Poor little guy. He jumped over uh, the lowest wire on the electric fence a couple weeks ago. I don't know. It's been about close to a month ago now. I was testing it out with the pigs, and he likes the pigs. He jumps in there and plays with the pigs and stuff. Well, he jumped out of there, and he quite literally scorched his private region there on an electric fence. Oh, I felt so bad for him. It was funny though. I know I shouldn't have laughed, but I couldn't help it. It was hilarious. He literally just laid him right across that wire on his way through. He yelped, sucked it up, and took off. It took us an hour before we finally found him. There's a lot of quite comical stuff that happens out here. I was trying to catch the ducks. The ducks aren't friendly like everything else that we've got. The ducks just never took to anybody, and they hate it when I go in there and try to pick them up, especially when it's time to clip their wings. And I got them cornered. Um, Me and a buddy of mine got them cornered, and I grabbed a hold of the big one, and the little one had jumped up to try to get away and get in between me and the fence, and ended up literally um, face first into my face. So I literally took the beak to the eye. Stuck. Hurt like crap. That was bad. What the crap is that? I'm like somebody lost their muffler. That sounds like my car. A couple blocks away or something. That poor car I got, it still ain't got no muffler on it. Playing its car, I should say. Uh, it still ain't got a muffler, or it's got a muffler. It's just loud. It's got a hole in it. The pipe I got. The people the people I bought that from at Fort Taurus, people I bought it from lived on a really steep hill, and when you went in their driveway, you had one of those that if your car set low at all, it was gonna scrape. Everybody's seen those driveways before and know what I'm talking about. Well, I guess her son had backed it out of the driveway the wrong way and snagged the pipe and dragged it halfway up underneath there. And if I try to bend it back, it's just gonna break. So I haven't tried to bend it back yet. That sucker's loud though. I don't know what that was out there. That sounded like, I don't know, maybe a piece of big equipment or something. Maybe a dozer. And some people bought some land right over here close to us. So I think it looked like they were fixing to try to strip it. They had a dozer out there. I wonder if that's what I was hearing. If so, I ain't the only early bird. I see. I mean, or I see the canopy that we got. That's what we're fighting against. All them weeds and vines and I mean, they got vines that go all that's engulfing these trees and killing them off. Several of them trees that are standing up are dead as can be. Probably need to get some weed killer and just spray a crap load of weed killer down there. But I don't know. I got the animals. They'll tear it up. Oh, it's the trash guy. Oh, he must have been picking up trash right down there. Yeah, I sit out here every morning after I feed everything and let everything out and sit here and watch the chickens for a good hour or two. And this would be the time for me to do live streams, but we got hardly anybody in here. I don't guess it matters. I just sit here and talk to myself anyway, don't I? Nobody says nothing, so I must be talking to myself. Yo, hold on just a second. I gotta go check on the feeds. But my foot is on my dude. That's slippery. Man, that's slippery. No man, quit. I done tripped over it once myself. I'm never talking to myself. Somebody's always watching. Yeah, I know. I do talk to myself quite a bit. I do this just about every morning, but I don't put out that many videos anymore. Got to be talking to somebody. No. I talk to the animals and talk to the plants, and they don't never talk back. But that could be a good thing. No, man, you ain't got to be up into everything. Come on now. Come on. Come down my steps. Come on now, dude. Oh, you pain in the butt. Well, oh, you done got all muddy. You can't go back in the house like that. Mama's gonna be mad. You done got yourself muddy already. Chasing them chickens, huh? Well, go get them. They're getting under the house again. Go get them. talk to the plants. Yeah. Well, think about it. Uh, plants take in what we let out of us after, when we our breath that we let out. The plants take that in and change that back into oxygen. It's healthy to talk to your plant. Look it up. You can think I'm crazy all you want to. I talk to them all the time. When I ain't got nothing to talk about, I'll put my headphones in and sing to them. Probably why my garden ain't do it too well. Sick of this singing. I can sing like crap. I love to sing, but that's probably why they're not producing very much right now. Stop singing to them. You're scaring them. Others got this infatuation with woodland wood. Only can't ever find a knife, and he never does more than just pull some of the bark off of it. But he leaves these things sitting all over the place. But yes, if you have plants, it's a very good idea to talk to them. Tell them all about your troubles. Best therapy ever. And instead of having to pay the therapist, as long as you water them, they'll produce plants for you. The plants will produce plants for you. Yes. No, they'll produce fruit for you or vegetable, whatever. Got to meet Sarah Jane and her husband last night. They come out, hung out with us and Miss Lena out there at Miss Lena's. we had a we had an interesting evening. I like Sarah Jane's husband, but only problem is I can't remember his name. I totally forgot his name, and it just dumbfounds me. I can't remember it. I like him. He's pretty cool though. Quiet guy, but pretty cool. I like that. And what did we do? Um, we just sat out there and talked and ate pizza and visited, and I built a little campfire. Um, sat there and visited. Yeah, we'll have to do a barbecue or something and have them come out. I know when it gets really hot, um, this canopy of trees is a nice area to hang out. Summer. Sounds like a fun idea. do my apple burgers again or something. Everybody likes apple burgers. What is this building I'm showing? Oh, right here. This is a chicken coop. As you can see, the weather's kind of getting to my tarp. Back behind it, that thing with the silver top on it, that is actually on the other side of the chicken coop. I don't know. It doesn't look like you can tell that from here, but that's actually down the hill a little bit. That's Judas's little house. He's in it right there about where my finger is. Yeah, flying right there on my finger. You see that? I got on videotape. Proof. Made it right on in. Anyway, he's right in there. I guess it must be fixing to rain again. And then the ducks are over here on this side. That side of the pen. Ducks are over here. This is a separate pen. And then we had the pigs are around it, around the back side of here on the other side of the shed. And I'm sitting on the steps. Yeah. Oh, no, no. Yeah, that's a chicken coop. I let all my chickens out in the morning, so you can see they're loose. You got one here, and there's one walking here. The other side of it. Yeah, I got to get a bigger tarp and put over the top of it. Because the littler tarps, they spread up, but they're just $dollar store tarps. So can't expect too much out of them, but they serve their purpose. I mean, that's actually the yard deal. Their hut that they lay their eggs and stuff is behind this pallet. It's that thing right there with the metal roof right there. It was a rabbit hutch. You can see the ramp going down. Hey girls, what y'all doing? Oh, y'all found the food. You're not supposed to get fed till this evening. That's cheating. These chickens are crazy. You give them the food dry, they won't eat it. They won't mess with it. Laying pellets, they will not eat it. I couldn't figure out what I could do to, and I went up to a co-op. That guy said, well, put your feet in your bucket and then add water to it for the next morning, so it soaks up all the water, like soft. Um, anyway, we did that. They love it. They're dog lips. How are you? How are you? Oh, shit. They, they found the bucket. This part over here is always a mess. This is where I'm working on stuff. This tree I've been cutting up into little chunks, and I mean it's a cedar, so cutting it into little chunks and cleaning that up, and that's what I put on my ant hill. And we got a burn. We only burn cardboard and stuff there. We all the rest we trash off. You are not coming after Little Man while he's sitting next to me. It's on. Find something else to get into. I got a chicken here that just loves to attack Little Man. she was just eyeballing him, and he's over here sitting next to me. Good morning. If you would. Um, okay, what is it? Make something. Hey, yeah. I was, uh, thinking, I was thinking about doing those flower pots that they do out of the cement. You put like Philip in cement and make flower pots that out of it. I never thought about that. That would work good for a row. That's a good idea. I might have to try that. That whole frame right there comes off. I can take that top there and just a couple of painters across and put like cross wires on there or something, and that's a good idea. Udo, how are you? Oh crap, haven't seen you in a while. We build huts out of the. That's a good idea. Painters top and wait a minute. I got a bag of cement. These work just the same, and painters top will be a little bit thicker, but it has that painters top. They're actually going for painters top. And you say it won't leak, huh? Well, no, it wouldn't leak. I mean, you did the flower pots out of that, and you're always watering your flowers, and it didn't disturb them. Uh, yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, hey guys, how have you been, Voodoo? Makes ponds out of cement ponds. Yeah, swimming pool. Uh, yeah, ponds. You talking about them little like goldfish ponds with the wow, yeah, with the little waterfalls and stuff. Now there's an idea. I've been looking for more stuff still to take up to the flea market to sell. We're going to get a bigger booth this weekend, and we're going to start going every weekend. We went last weekend, and although I didn't sell any of the entries, I only sold a couple of little $5 crosses. But I do see that there's a lot of potential up there. We're going to be going up there every weekend, down over there somewhere. I still ain't figured out exactly where I'm at. I learned the area around me though. mountains around me. I'm still just trying to get wrapped around what area I'm in. Uh, we're not from this area, so it takes a little. We've been here for a while. At least it seems like it. Yeah, like the koi fish farm. I see how that could work really well with the famous pop and bags of cement. That's really not expensive. It's not that expensive at all. The bags of cement don't cost that much. You have to get the cement without the sand. I went to make them flower pots, and I get the cement that has the sand already mixed in it, and I didn't think about it. We got the wrong one. Had to go and dip in the sauce in there, and the sand was collecting on the side of the sheet, which gave it a cool little texture, but uh, really, it doesn't really work really well for. Hey, I mean, y'all ain't supposed to be in the front yard. Yep. I'm fixing to let you other roosters loose. Let y'all fight it out. Figure out who's going to be where. Now they're all going. Well, I'm not going to fit. Why is it that fat? Throwing right at the window. She's not up. She will be now. Go over there and crow by Bubba's trailer. Right there, up. That boy, he can sleep until noon. Let him. Got him. Got him part of the property inside. He's working on to put his trailer stuff on. Open property college on. He's working on his yard and stuff. He's getting it cleared off. He really don't really know what he's doing, but kind of hinting which way to go with it, much as I can, and letting him figure it out on his own. So he's just now starting to go down the hill. So he'll get it figured out. Keep telling him he's gonna have to thin out the wood part, the part of the wood. So he's wanting to put the trailer up in the trees, basically. Not up in the trees, but nestled in the middle of the trees there. He's trying to get him to understand there's gonna be a lot of ticks. I guess he's gonna try to get him some chicken, young chickens, and keep them in the yard and keep all the ticks that they found. He's got a baby chicken now. He was just hatched out last week or so. You do. You let the other ones up. Y'all getting into my watermelon patch? I better not eat my watermelon. I'm sure hoping they do something. What is it, little man? I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning. I think I'm fixing to go in, fix me something to eat, and then figure out what I'm gonna get myself into today. Looks like it's probably gonna rain again for a little bit, so don't know. Probably start on crafts or something. I got a whole table set up in the house full of craft stuff to making stuff. Oh, you should see these. I really need to do a video on them, so you guys can see the other stuff that we're making. Um, Selena's making these signs, like I don't, and not signs, but they're. I made the plaque deal. It's a picture that you put up on your wall, and she's painting them, and uh, one of them's got little clip things on it for like keys or something that would go um, next to the front door or something, and then she's got one that says "Beach more and worry less." I think is what it says, and it's done in rope letters, and yeah, I've got little other things made out of cedar and stuff that are pretty cool. Fixing to make try to make a shelf or something, and something, just anything that will sell. Show all the stuff we make. I tell you what I would do is when we get everything set up this weekend, early in the morning Saturday, when we get everything set up before the crowds of people come in at the flea market, I'll video our booth and what we're selling, which will show all the finished stuff, all the stuff that um, I do a bunch of like poured aluminum like crosses and stuff like that on these boards and patterns and different things. And then we also take some of them and we been cutting into them and doing the stencils or lettering or anything on it, saying something, and digging that out and then putting paint down in there and we saying the top off. Right now I'm using the glue to the hot glue guns to, but I'm fixing to start trying to use rosin and have the letters pop up, rosin letters, rosin or however they say that. And I'm fixing to start working with that stuff and trying to see what I can do with it. I've been asked a million times if I can do an ant hill in that rosin, no, resin sweet, right? Rosin. I think it's rosin. I'm going to attempt it so that we know if it works or not. Because if it does work, I think it'd be really cool. Because it would literally, uh, you would literally be able to see the ants still in there. Because it would kill the ants, but it wouldn't disintegrate them like the aluminum does. So it would be pretty neat. It would literally be ants in the tunnels and stuff. So we're going to attempt that. We're going to attempt it with a bar topper first. We're going to use a bar topper, which is different than resin. It's just, um, I don't know how to describe it, but you know what it is. It's self-leveling. It's how they put, like in the older bars where they used to put coins and money and stuff on the bar itself, and then you see it had a clear deal across there. Uh, it's because they poured it out with what they call bar topper, and they just poured it on top of the coins and the dollars and everything. That's the way you can see it. But we're going to try to use that in an ant hill and attempt that first, and then I'm going to get in there. And resin doesn't cost quite as much as I thought it was going to, so we're definitely interested in getting into it, see what happens. I think that I don't think the anthill is going to actually take. I don't think, but I I don't know. I don't see what it could. It could. I mean, my problem is the dirt that is in there. Instead of pushing away from the tunnels when the liquid's going in there, instead of pushing away from the tunnels like it does with the hot aluminum, because the aluminum just scorches everything going in. The resin's not hot, so I'm thinking it's going to end up, um, when we pull it out, it's going to end up being, all the dirt's going to be locked into the side of the resin. It's going to be really, really hard to clean up and get it to where, I don't know, it might work, actually. Thinking of it, it might work. It just takes a lot of doing to get it sanded down enough to where you can see the ants and stuff. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I think it might actually work. Well, we're going to attempt it anyway. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and go get my day started. Go get something to eat. Love you guys. I will talk to y'all later sometime. And I will try to work on doing a video. I got to get some videos up any which way so I can start editing them. I can't get the new computer to. I don't understand it yet, so I got to work on that anyway. So, all right, love you guys. Have a birthday.